check out the approach angle now. What's up, my RC people, and welcome back. It's mod time. We all knew it was going to happen. I wasn't going to be able to keep my hands off this thing. I've already started modding it, and I probably won't stop till I get where I'm going. But these are a lot of the basic things I do to almost every Scx24 right off the bat, excluding the bumper. I change out the servo. I change out the servo holder. I change out the steering most of the time and put a nice set of steering links in there. And then I'll start adding some brass to the lower end. This time I got a really great deal on Amazon. I got both of your diff covers and the front knuckles and these brass spacers, 25 bucks for all of it. I'll throw a link in the description. And then that bumper sticks out pretty far. So I picked this one up. This is another Amazon special. Get it out of the bag and have a look at it, but $15. These Scx24 parts are finally getting down to where we can afford them. Well, I remember when they first came out, you were hard to get parts, and the parts you could find were very expensive. But now it's finally getting to where somebody that works a normal job and has to pay bills can actually afford some of this stuff. But here is our bumper. I think that is going to be a lot more slimline than the previous. And it does have the holes in it for the lights, and it has a fairlead built into it, so if I want to get any kind of little winch or DSM, that should all work with it. And it got a good little bull bar there. I think that's going to really help our approach angle and look a lot better. Then I picked up the Hot Racing steering links. That'll replace the plastic ones, because when you give it more power, that plastic starts flexing a little bit in the front. I got the Servo servo mount, and this is for the larger servo. I'm going to get it nice and close in case some of you need to see the serial number. I've had other people message me saying that they bought the wrong one or can't get the servo to fit. And the servo I'll be using today is this Flight Test / Emax 9-gram servo, but check this out. So it has 9-gram servo, but if you read the back, 8.5 gram servo, so I thought that was pretty amusing. But the cool part about that bumper is it also comes with a little tiny clasp for the front, so put those on there too. I'm going to start tearing into this thing, and if I got any other tips, I'll tell you along the way. I know one of the things I do a lot of times is when you put this bigger mount in there, the servo is wider, longer, taller. The whole thing's larger than the previous servo because the one that's in there is tiny. So a lot of people have also messaged me saying that when they upgrade the servo, they have a problem with the servo binding up between the frame rails. A lot of times when I mount mine in there, I will take it and I will file just these corners down as much as I can. I'll push it up in there, rock it around, and you file wherever I see it rubbing to as far as I can. And that's always taking care of the problem just fine for me. Let me get these mods put on. We'll have a look at it. Oh, another thing that huge help when you're building these Scx24s is buy one of these. 0.50 with a screwdriver handle. This will save you, especially if you have old hands and old eyes. And these RC 4-wheel drive lug wrenches do really nice too. They pop right on there perfectly. So if you got access to those will make your life a lot easier. Okay, so just a little tip. You can see where I've trimmed the ears off this servo. This is after I've put the new servo in. And you're also going to have to let me push these little wires out of the way so you can see a little better. See how it comes up through the frame rails there nice and good now? Well, that's because I trimmed just a little bit off these bumper mounts at an angle with a pair of plastic snips, allowing that to travel up into the frame rail so you still get your full travel. But you will have to trim a little bit to make that work because that servo is much larger than the original. Well, there's the original still in the bracket, and it's still smaller than what we got going on in there, or bigger. So that's something else right there. You're adding a lot more servo. There it is, everything installed. I love the look of it. So with the new bumper, I went ahead and flipped the bumper bracket and just flipped it 180 degrees and mounted it back in there. Now, if you want to do this, it is going to take a little bit of trimming. I trimmed off the body about dead even with the fenders here, and I raised the Velcro up 1 notch on the body mounts. But I love the way that looks. That little bumper is awesome. Look at it. Awesome steering now. Little tiny bit of rub, but not bad. I love how slow these new electronics can crawl. Look at that. But there it is. Everything popped in place just fine. I like working on these little ones. I used to dread it, but this is the 5th one I've built, so I'm just pretty used to it by now. I love the little D-rings. Those are awesome. The headlights fit in great. You will have to add a little wire tie on the back if you're wanting to use this bumper, because either that or a little drop of glue, one or the other. But let's get this thing out and get it crawling. Guys, I could film more, but what more do you need? I mean, this little thing has done some really incredible stuff, especially for its little size. Hey, just look at it go. It's like a little daggone mountain goat. So the new mods are working great. And I really think we're just going to call that a wrap. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Smash that like on the way out. Really appreciate it, and have a great day. Yeah.